Today I am here with a special guest because I don't think anybody has had her on a podcast yet. And I'm very excited to have her because I've watched her for over, I think almost a year now. I've been like liking her stuff, reposting her stuff, and she just cracks me up. So I was like, I have to message her. I have to get her on. So you guys should know her from TikTok. She is that bariatric bitch. It's Jessica. Welcome, Jessica, to the show.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, I'm so excited. How's your day going so far?
So far, so good. I've been painting my room. I'm doing like
Oh,
a gym renovation.
ooh, tell me
Yeah.
more. Like
So,
what kind of?
well, see, I do have a gym planet or a gym membership at Planet Fitness, but I
Mm,
struggle with social anxiety. And
okay.
so I thought maybe, after losing weight and being in a smaller body, that would change for me and I would be able to get over that gym anxiety, but
Yeah,
I
yeah.
haven't. Yeah, so I have not.
Oh,
Yeah, it's unfortunate, but it's okay.
it's
Um,
okay.
yes. So I've decided to do something here at home. So I'm remodeling a gym. So I've been painting all day.
That's exciting. I
Yeah.
had a gym in my house for like a hot minute, and I used it for a while, and then I like started walking by it and not using it. So
Yeah.
it does happen. Don't feel like you're
Yes.
the only one if it happens to you. It's hard sometimes. Some days are harder than
Very.
the others.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
well, let's start your story. So, have you been overweight your whole life? Like I came out a big baby and was big since then. So, how
Yes.
was your journey start?
Pretty much the same. I have been
Okay.
overweight, or I had been overweight, yeah, majority of my life.
Yeah.
So,
So, like how did it go? Like for me in middle school and high school, it was rough. I got bullied. I never had like a real boyfriend. I didn't go to prom. Like how was, younger age you?
yeah, I was bullied, as a larger little girl. I
Mhm.
had breasts, and
Yeah.
that was always, you're so young and you have boobs, ha 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 ha. And it is not that it's a big deal, because maybe as a
No.
grown woman, I would be like, well, thank you. But
Yeah.
yeah, like thanks for the compliment. But back then it felt, not that. It felt very
Yes.
disheartening and sad. And so I did struggle with bullying growing up in like grade school, and then of course it moved to middle school and it got a little bit worse, and I actually made friends with my bullies. So
Ooh.
they were friends, but they still said like mean things that were hurtful, that a real
Mhm.
true friend should not say. So I did befriend them, and of course they weren't true friends or they wouldn't have said the things they did.
Yep.
And then that continued into high school, but as it continued, I grew thicker skin, and I
Okay.
learned how to just, it was what it was. But yeah, I had been overweight my entire life, and I had, had my fair share of bullies and made fun of
Mhm.
jokes and things like that. But I've been able to work through that, thankfully.
Oh, good. Well, like, how did that work when you were younger? Was that like, did the family help out? Like, how big were you? Because I was like 200 pounds. I could tell you that right now.
Yeah, yeah,
I was a big girl.
definitely. Yeah, and in middle school, I probably was pushing 200 pounds, and then
Yeah.
high school, I hit my 300s. And my family is very supportive. They've been supportive of because I am a lesbian, so
Mhm.
they have been supportive of my journey through my sexuality. They have been supportive through when I was a larger body person, and they support me now, through my bariatric journey. So I have a lot of
Nice.
support. Yeah, I'm very, very
Good.
blessed.
Yeah, because not a lot of us have that. I mean, I know so many people in the community that are like, we're alone and people don't like me. And I'm like, dude, just message me, hang out with us.
Right.
Like,
Yes.
we are the degenerates of
Yeah.
the bariatric community. Like, we totally get it. So,
Yes. Yeah, that's why I'm here. I'm here to say, hey, friends, I understand. Like, I get it. I'm here. I'm not going to judge you for what you do, how you do it.
mhm.
I get it.
Yeah, once you've been through it, you're like, I don't want that for anybody else.
Yeah. No, not at all.
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
So, so how big, like, what was your highest weight?
My highest weight was 407 pounds.
Okay.
And at the time, I was roughly like 28 years old.
Okay.
So
So
that was
is
yours.
Is that when you decided that you need to get bariatric surgery, or what made you
Yes.
want bariatric surgery?
So I had honestly, so like I said, my family is very supportive, in all aspects of my life. So my mom actually had always brought up bariatric surgery to me, but I
Okay.
never really gave it a second thought. I was kind of a part of the crowd that was like, well, that's the easy way out. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? Like,
Yep.
I need to go to the gym and I need to, you know, have 1,000 calories a day and all these things, the Jenny Craig diet, the slim
Yep.
fast, all this stuff. And so I never thought about having surgery, but eventually it came to the point to where all those things didn't work long term for me. And
Right.
so I was like, I don't want to live like this forever. I'm unhappy. I'm not healthy. I have asthma, which makes it way harder when you're 400 plus pounds.
Yeah.
So I decided that something had to change, and bariatric surgery was my last choice.
Yeah. Same. I think a lot of us wait way too long. Um, but I do know like it's a mental thing too. So you gotta like be mentally prepared for it.
Yes.
Did you have any other like comorbidity? I can't even say the word. Did you have any other like health issues besides the asthma?
No, not really. I was never diagnosed with anything, but I did suffer, I would say, chronic pain. I was
Okay.
constantly taking like Aleve and Tylenol because my body just it was always sore. I was carrying around 400 pounds all the time. So,
Yeah.
but other than my asthma, oh yes, I actually was. I apologize. I was on high blood pressure medication. It's been a long
Okay.
time since I've taken it, so I forgot.
That's
Yeah,
amazing.
yeah, it's a non-scale victory.
Yes, I love it when people say like they were toss those meds out the window.
Yeah,
I just did a episode with Murph and he was on like almost 15 different meds
yeah,
and he's been able to like kick almost every one of them. So it's like so impressive that what our
yes,
bodies can do for sure.
yes. I agree. That's amazing.
How did you find your doctor?
So I basically just Googled. Google is my
Okay.
best friend. So
Yes.
I just Googled bariatric clinics in my area. And then I went from there and just researched each individual clinic, seen what they had to offer, because there's multiple bariatric surgeries and not every clinic does every surgery.
Correct.
So so I did do a lot of research, and I also joined a lot of Facebook groups and seen
Smart.
like who used what doctor, who used what clinic, and I went from there. And so I decided to actually go out of state to
Okay.
a different clinic. So I didn't go in state to where I live. I went out of state because I prefer them. So and it's worked out for me.
That's good. So, where'd you go and what surgery did you end up getting?
So I went to Winchester, Virginia at Valley Health, and my surgeon was actually Dr. Glimbot. I don't know if you know him or if anybody knows
That
him.
sounds familiar.
Yeah,
It
yeah, he's a
does.
very good guy. And I had the traditional Dewey dental switch.
What made you guys choose that one? Because typically it's either sleeve or R and Y.
Yeah, so I was 407 pounds. I was 5'3". So my
Okay.
body just needed something that was going to work and be sustainable. And when I say that, I don't mean that the other things don't work, because
Right.
obviously everything works different for everybody. It just at my point in my life, my surgeon felt it was best for me if I would get the duodenal switch, because I would lose most of my excess weight while also being able to manage my diet, and keep that weight off long term.
Well, I'm glad that you guys sounds like you guys discussed it.
Yeah, oh yeah. I
Yeah.
did a lot of research. I was like watching videos of them doing the surgeries and stuff. I was like, I need to know
Oh
what's
yeah.
happening inside.
Oh, I love that because some people get squeamish, but
Yeah, no.
we have a few videos of us watching while they're doing it, and it's
Yeah,
amazing what's
it
going on
is.
underneath your tummy. Like, well,
Yes.
really underneath your skin. You're like, oh, I did not know my liver sits on top of my
Hmm.
stomach. What? This is
Yeah.
weird and wild, and that's really cool. So, what was your surgery date?
My surgery date was 1/19/23. So January 19th of 2023.
Wow. So, you are 2 years out.
Yes.
How do you feel?
I can't even put it into words. I can't describe it. I feel wonderful. I feel great. Like a brand new person.
Yeah.
I feel reborn.
Good.
Yes.
So, how, tell us about after surgery. Like, you go in, you get it done, you wake up, how, like,
Mhm.
what's going on?
So when I woke up, I'm sure my, experience was not everybody's, but
No.
no. But I woke up in a very bright room and I was still very foggy. I guess I was on some pain medication or whatever they had put me to sleep with. And so I was still very, everything was very foggy. And I woke up in this large room with a bunch of other people. And the
Oh.
only thing I could think of was, man, I'm about to be the center of the human centipede.
Ah!
I was
Ah!
scared. I was so freaked out because I didn't remember that I had surgery. I just woke up in this random place. It was very scary experience.
I was gonna say, yeah, that's actually one of my fears is waking up and not knowing where I'm at, who I am, what's going on.
Yes.
Like, I watch a lot of scary movies and I'm like, that's the one. I don't want to be like that.
No, yes. It was very scary, but I wasn't bad. I didn't wake up sick. I know a lot of people wake up nauseous. I
Hmm.
didn't feel any nausea. I didn't feel any pain. A lot of people have gas pain after
Yeah,
surgery. I did not experience that. I was very fortunate when it came to that sort of stuff.
that's
Yeah.
cool. Good
Yeah, I
for
was very
you.
fortunate. Yes.
How long was the DS? Because I don't know that one.
It was roughly 6.5, 7 hours. My surgery was. Yeah.
Whoa.
It was a
Did they
long
say
time.
why?
Yeah, so even with my liver shrinking diet, because I obviously had a pre-op diet that I had for 2 weeks, I did
Okay.
follow my diet to the T, exactly what
Nice.
my surgeon said. I did follow it, but still going into surgery, I had a fatty liver. So
Okay.
like you said, everything sits on top of the stomach, so they had to be careful working around it. So it took a little longer than expected.
Oh wow. I've never heard
Yeah.
of someone in that long.
Yes.
And the fact you woke up with no pain and no gas pain?
Nope.
What?
Yes, I was very lucky. I am
That's
blessed.
so impressive. So
Yes.
you had the 2 week liquid diet. What was the diet like when you like as you woke up and what did they have you do?
So, in my personal opinion, I don't know if you're aware or not, but my girlfriend actually had bariatric surgery
Oh, I
recently.
didn't. Oh,
Yes.
cool.
Yeah, she
Awesome.
did. And so I'm now experiencing her journey with her,
Mhm.
2 years later. And she also had a different surgery. She had the gastric bypass, as I had the
Okay.
duodenal switch. So
Mhm.
I feel like my diet was much more extensive and prolonged compared to like the sleeve and the bypass.
Mhm.
Like I was on liquids for almost 2 months after bariatric surgery. Yes, it was a very long
Oh,
turnaround.
girl.
Yes.
Fuck. Okay.
Yeah.
So, that's a lot. That's a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
very rough. And then, I went on to my purees and then soft foods, and they still were like roughly about a month long each between each stage.
Okay. That is intense.
Yes, it
So,
was
what were
very
you
intense.
drinking? What were you pureeing? Like, what was your go-to
So
for this time frame?
Lipton noodle soup, the chicken broth. I would
Yep.
strain the little packets of the soup, and that's what I lived off of.
Okay.
That and Premier protein shakes, the chocolate ones at
Mm-hmm.
first. I really enjoyed
Okay.
those. Yeah, for my
Do you
liquid.
still do you still drink any of that?
I do actually. Well, I don't do the chicken noodle soup anymore. I haven't really touched that since then. But I
Oh
do
yeah,
drink
no.
protein shakes. I do like Premier Protein, and I don't drink them as often because I'm more of I like to eat my protein. I don't like to drink it
Hmm.
very much. So if I can get my protein through solid foods, I definitely prefer that over protein drinks. But I will drink them if I know, like, man, it's going on 9 o'clock at night. I maybe need to drink a drink. So then I will,
Yeah.
but preferably not.
Smart.
Yes.
That makes complete sense.
Yeah.
So what was your I know I was excited to finally eat real food. What was your like first thing that you could eat?
The first thing I could eat was on my Well, I guess the first thing I really could eat would be pureed foods. But if we're talking not pureed, like let's
Hmm.
say we're talking soft foods where I don't actually have to
Yeah.
put it in the blender,
Yeah.
then I would say it was scrambled eggs with cheese and hot sauce.
Yes, girl. I love it.
Yeah, it was so good. And it was like I had never ate food before. I was like, oh my
Hmm.
gosh, this is what this tastes like. I was excited.
Seriously. And then I have to ask because I'm a hot sauce nut. What kind of hot sauce do you like?
Texas Pete.
Oh, I haven't tried that.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, so good.
Okay. Is it red or green?
Red.
Red. Perfect.
Yes.
Okay. I do like my green sauces, but I was like, let's
Yeah.
see what it is. Because I actually, people that know me well, I do put Cholula in my backpack. And so everywhere I go, I have Cholula on me.
Yeah.
I've gotten in trouble for it. I actually have had to take it out of my bag and go bury it for a little bit and then go bring it back in. I
Okay.
went to so guys, don't go to your capital with like hot sauce on you or lighters. They had me take out lighters, hot sauce, and of course my knife. But we were in DC, so like I'm not gonna walk around without a knife.
Right. Right.
I'm just gonna say. I mean, I'm one of
Yeah,
those
no.
girls. I will walk around with a knife. I know how to use a knife. I'm very excited about knives. That's my thing. So
Understandable. I get it.
right. So wow. Okay. So eggs and cheese. That was one of
Mhm.
my favorites for sure.
Yes.
And what kind of progressed? Like what was like a normal day for you?
Well, so once I got out of, each stages and I could get to my, normal daily living, um, honestly, each day probably was a scrambled egg. And
Hmm.
I was really obsessed with deli meat and cheese. So I would just
Okay.
get deli meat and cheese. I would do a little line of mustard and I'd wrap it up kind of like I don't know, like a wrap without the tortilla, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
And so I would do that. And I was also really obsessed with shrimp for a while. I really like
Okay.
shrimp. Yeah. I'm
I
not a
know.
big seafood fan, but I like shrimp.
Same. I like shrimp all different ways, but
Mhm.
I'm not going to go eat a cod or
Mm,
whatever,
no.
crab, lobster. Oh
Yeah,
my
I'm good on
God.
all that.
Yeah. No, especially when you have to break it up yourself.
Hmm.
Not happening. Mm-mm.
Yes.
It's
Yep.
too much. It's too real for me. Like I need to take that part away from it.
Yes. 100%.
But shrimp is so good for you, so that's a
Yes.
good source. And
100%.
yeah. And what was like your labs like? Were you doing okay? Like was everything moving really well?
Yes. Everything was doing really good. My labs were doing well. So I was doing pretty good up until around 3 months post-op.
Okay.
And then I started struggling. I don't know if I was just struggling with such a big change so quickly, or if maybe my hormones were maybe a little messed up after surgery or something. But I just stopped really taking care of myself the best I could have. So
Yeah.
I stopped taking my vitamins as much. I stopped reaching protein and water goals. And in return, my labs obviously tanked. So
Mm.
my calcium was very low. There was a few others that were really low. And I went to the emergency room because my legs had got really swollen. They were started
Oh,
retaining water. And I could touch them and it hurt just like softly touching my legs. It felt like pins and
oh
needles
shit.
in them. Yeah, it was rough.
Okay.
It was very painful. And so I went to the emergency room and they took my labs and obviously like I said they had tanked. And so they put me on like potassium pills and stuff to release the fluid from my legs. And she was like, if you don't get your stuff together and take your vitamins and eat your protein and drink your water, you're gonna hurt yourself and you're gonna have did all this for nothing. You know what I mean? You don't want to do that.
Yeah, you
And that
don't.
kind of was like a slap in the face, because you're right. I don't want to do that. I didn't just go through this entire process, start working on these better habits to become the best version of myself that I can be to just give up now. Like this is just the beginning. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's a little hard, but it gets better from here. So
Mm-hmm.
I just had to get it together. But since then, it has been very well. But I did have that hiccup.
You
But
know
you live
what?
and you
That
learn.
you do, and everybody has some sort of hiccup. So I think
Yeah.
that's totally fine. I'm happy that you changed right away. Because right
Yes.
when I heard you say potassium, I was like, son of a bitch.
Yep.
Because I've heard when your potassium drops, like you can have heart attacks, like
Hmm.
you can die from that. Like, and people
Yeah.
don't realize it until like one, if you're listening to this, or two, you go through it yourself because vitamin K is so important for you. Your
Yes.
thiamine is so important. I've talked to someone that lost their eyesight for a while because they didn't
Yeah.
take their vitamins. So it's very, very important. And DS, I believe, has a different type of absorption, correct? So like you
Yeah.
have to take a particular vitamin.
So I can take any vitamins as long as they meet my needs. Does
Okay.
that You know what I mean? So like I could go to
Mm,
Walmart and buy Walmart brand vitamins as long as I might have to take 10 of them a day compared to one of a bariatric multivitamin, you know?
right. Yeah, yeah.
So it depends.
Okay. Have hopefully you're on a bariatric vitamin?
Yes. Yes, very
Okay,
much.
cool.
Because I don't think I would meet my, lab work. It wouldn't be very good if I had to take 10 a day. That would be rough.
Right? Oh my God. And our tummies are so tiny. Like how
Yes. It would be
no
rough.
way.
Yeah. Yeah. So I do take my bariatric multivitamins and I'm very faithful with them. I won't lie. I do struggle with calcium sometimes.
Yep.
That's a hard one for me. I'm supposed to take 3 calcium a day,
Hmm.
and I'll forget it every now and then. But I've been doing better. I'm
Good.
working. I've got goals, so that's all that matters.
That is all that matters. Because I will be right there with you. I am not the best at getting my calcium. I don't know what it is about the calcium. Maybe because you have to take three of them.
Yes.
So, and you can't take them together.
Hmm.
So I think for me, I'm like, if I at least get one, that's fine.
Right. That counts, right?
Right? I eat dairy. Does that, I mean,
Yeah.
hopefully that works. Like,
Right.
because it's a, if they could just do one big
Mm.
calcium, that would be awesome. But I think
Yes.
when I talked to Nick from ProCare, he said the reason why is because we can't absorb that much at once or
Hmm.
something.
Yeah.
So it's really our bodies. But I mean,
Yeah.
what you
What
gonna
you?
do?
I
Yeah,
know.
yeah. But I am excited. I'm noticing people are doing like a powdered calcium. And so you can just put it in your coffees or your teas now. So
Oh,
I'm actually going to start doing that, like jump on that bandwagon. Because if I can
yeah.
just put it in my tea,
Yeah.
it's
Then you're good
done.
to go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
done deal, man. Easy
Yes.
peasy.
Right.
So, okay, so you got 3 months, you had a hiccup.
Mm.
So what was life like? Like what was the new Jessica doing?
The same thing the old Jessica was doing, just a lot better, it felt like.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Tell me more. Tell me
Yeah.
more.
So
What's that look like?
I don't feel like I changed. I don't think my personality changed. I don't think my hobbies changed. I just think I became more active. So I can do things for longer periods of time, or I'm more willing to do things as to where before it was like, I could, but I also don't have to. But now it's more like, yeah, like hell yeah, let's go. Like I'm ready because
Yeah.
I have that energy. I tell people all the time that I woke up one day after bariatric surgery and never went back to sleep, and that's really what it feels like. I just woke up with all this energy and I've never felt so alive.
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
so nothing really changed. I do everything now with more enthusiasm.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
I love that. And I believe you told me you are a welder, is that right?
No, no, I
No.
don't. No,
You're not the
no,
welder.
no, no. I'm
I do
sorry, but
apologize.
maybe I am a jack of all trades, though. I
I
do a
believe
lot of
it.
things.
Yeah. So what do you do? Tell us so we can get to know you
So,
more.
so I actually, for work, I work with mentally disabled men and women. I'm a
Okay.
caregiver.
Okay.
So yeah, I help people with their daily needs or whatever it may be, whether I go to Walmart and go shopping or the movies.
Nice.
If I'm not at work, I'm probably at Walmart.
Is that your
Yeah.
favorite place?
It is. It is. I love Walmart. I
I
do.
love that. Well, and I'm glad that that's your work. Like that is something that's very needed
Mhm,
and overlooked all the time. Because my mom did that for a while and she actually became a hospice nurse. So,
mhm.
like, it can evolve and you can really, really help people
Oh
because
yeah, of course.
they're alone,
Hmm.
and it just sucks. It's not
Yes.
fun. And I
It's a
know I
very
wouldn't want to
rewarding.
live like that.
No,
Good.
no. I was gonna say it's a very rewarding job, but I agree with you. It can be. It makes you think.
Hmm.
It makes you
Yeah.
be. You're very grateful for what you have and who you are as a person.
Yeah, I believe it. And
Yeah.
it's hard to just be a human being these days. It
Hmm.
seems so tough. It's
Yes.
so different than when I was a kid. I mean, I don't want to say like how old everyone is, but like I guess I will. I'm 38. How old are you?
I'm 30.
You're 30. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Cool. So you're not like too far off of my
No.
generation.
No.
Because I was like, I feel like it was easier to be a
Mm,
human back in the day. Like, there's
yes.
just so much going on. It's insane. Like, I feel like we are I'll take Joe Rogan saying like we're in the strangest times right now.
No,
Like
I
we really
agree.
are. Yeah.
Yes. It's rough in the
100.
streets.
Yeah, it is making money.
Yeah.
Everyone's hustling these days.
Yep.
So, what kind, you said you have hobbies. What kind of hobbies do you do?
I like to paint.
Okay.
I'm not a great painter. I'm really good at painting SpongeBob.
Oh, that's
So
great.
if you ever need a SpongeBob painting, I'm your girl. But other
Okay.
than that, so I like to paint. I don't really have hobbies. I just live. I just do the
Yeah.
things. I just live. I'm just here, just vibing through life.
Oh, I love it. And it sounds like that's not what you were doing before.
No, I was very much just existing. I was
Yeah.
definitely just here, and
Yeah.
now, I mean, I don't like I said, I don't have lots of hobbies. I'm not a hobby person. Even if I pick one up, I don't keep it very long.
Okay.
So I do, but I do. I'm just experiencing life in a whole new view.
Yeah.
So I may not crochet or play video games or do anything like that, but just being able to go outside and mow the grass, or I do garden actually. I've started a garden this year, so
Yay.
yeah, it's very fun. It's a little annoying. The deer are getting on my nerves, but
Ah, they're getting
it's
into it, huh?
yes,
Yeah.
but it's very
Yeah.
fun that I can actually do something like that because before I'm not sure I would have had the energy to do that.
Or probably the want because
Oh yeah.
I don't I don't know about you, but like if say my kid, I have a 19-year-old, and so like say back then if he wanted to go do something, my brain is not instantly saying yes. It's like
Hmm.
thinking of all the things of like, okay, how far am I gonna walk? Am I gonna be
Hmm.
sweaty? Like it was kind of sad. I would literally think of all these obstacles before I even said yes to something. And
Yes. Yep.
now I'm just saying yes. So is that kind of what you're feeling?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, yeah. I would
Yeah.
think of all the things like, are we going out to eat? Is it going to be a small, type of restaurant? Am I going to have to sit in a booth?
Yeah.
So I agree. It was all the things. How far am I going to have to walk? Yep,
Hmm.
all
Always
the
counting.
things.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep. So I always ask this, like random things happen when you're going through this. What's kind of some of the random things that you've noticed that are different now?
Random things that I notice that are different.
Yeah, like now, like I try to lift up my stomach to shave, even though I don't need to. Like,
Okay, yes,
you
that's a
know?
thing. Also, I never really understood why they called it an armpit, because I
Oh,
always just had that layer of like a fat there. And now
mm-hmm.
since I've lost some weight, I actually have a divot in my arm. And so I had to learn how to reshave my armpits because I never had that hole there. So that was a new
Yeah.
experience for me.
Right? It's so, again, so random. You never would
Yes.
expect that.
Yes. I also, every time I run or walk up and down a flight of stairs or do any sort of anything, I get a round of applause from my body because of
Oh,
all the
fun.
skin. Yeah.
Yes.
It's
It's
very
clapping
fun.
back. It's saying,
Yes.
hi, I'm here.
Yeah, it's like
I have,
congratulations.
yeah, mine does that only when I'm working out. That's the
Yes.
one. If I'm like really going, it's like, boop, boop, boop.
Yeah. It's like, all
And
right, enough.
yeah, because I feel awkward because then my brain instantly goes to like, it sounds like I'm having sex over here, but it's like, I'm
Like that's not
totally not.
right.
I'm just trying to work out or walk or do something
Right.
else. Yeah.
Yeah, it's rough. It can be rough.
Oh man, the clap back. I love it. I love it. And was there anything else that you noticed or anything that you're surprised, like you were really excited about?
Um, I don't know. That's a good question. I don't think so.
It's
Not
okay.
not that I'm aware of. I'm
You're gonna have to
sorry.
keep. No,
Yeah, I'll
you
keep
don't be
thinking.
sorry. Keep thinking. Maybe like in a week, you're like, oh, that one. Yep,
Yeah.
that would have been it. Because I know for me, it's like the bathroom is completely different.
Mhm,
Like I can wipe way better. I can
mhm.
like everything is way more cleaner. Like
Oh, yes.
I'm so excited that the lining of the showers doesn't touch me anymore. That was my
That
first thing
one.
of being excited. I was like, oh, it's not touching me.
Yes, that's a good one because that can be annoying. So that is a very good one.
It makes me feel icky. So I'm like, I would
Mhm.
always like push it away from me. I'm like, just hold on. Like, wait
Yes.
till I'm done.
Right. Oh, clipping toenails. That's a good one. Clipping toenails.
Oh yeah, you can
I,
reach now.
yeah, yep. Now I don't feel like before. I don't know if anybody has ever experienced this or if you have, but when clipping my toenails or doing anything that I had to do when I had to bend over, when I was 400 plus pounds, it felt literally like my fat was going under my rib cage. I know it's a
Oh.
craziest thing to say, but it just felt like it was, I don't know, it was the most uncomfortable thing I had ever been through. And so now I no longer experience that. I can tie my shoes. I can put my head, my leg behind my head and clip my toenails. And I don't really know, but I could try maybe.
No, that's a great one because that is something that we like. I've never heard of that one, but I
Mhm,
know what you're talking about. I feel
mhm,
like I was doing that with my side back fat, like just
mhm.
like it would just move certain ways
Yeah.
when I would do something and I would feel it and I'm like, oh,
Yes.
yeah, that's my back fat. Awesome.
Right. Like,
Love
thank
it.
you.
Thank you for the reminder.
Yes.
Yes. Well, what kind of non-scale victories have you gone through?
I've gone through quite a bit non-scale victories. So I've lost a little over 230 pounds. So
Fuck
with
yeah.
yeah, so with losing 230 pounds, there's a lot of non-scale victories that come with that.
Yeah.
So I can sit in my driver's seat of my car and the steering wheel doesn't touch my belly anymore. I
Yes.
can, before I would have to take the wheel and put it all the way as high as it would go just so I could sit comfortably without it rubbing. I can
Okay.
keep it as low as I want to now because it doesn't do that. I can buckle my seatbelt properly. There's a lot of things I can go into, because as someone who is heavy set, it's very hard to close shop in person.
Yep.
So I was wearing 4, 5X, XL, and going into even Walmart and trying to find that size is nearly impossible. So
Mhm.
now that I'm in a medium large, I can go practically anywhere and find clothes that fit me and that I like. And so that was a very big one for me.
That's awesome. That one
Yeah.
always feels good.
Yes, it does. It
Yeah.
does.
Has your style changed at all since you can wear more and do more?
No, I've always been just a regular t-shirt, type of jeans type of girl. It's just
Okay.
now my closet of t-shirts is much wider because I have so many more options I can choose from.
That's awesome. That's
Yeah.
awesome. Yeah, beforehand I had 5 shirts, 2 pairs of
Hmm.
pants, 2 shoes. Like it was very simple. And now,
Yes.
yeah, we have a whole closet. I love
Yes,
that.
yes, you do.
That's awesome. So, yeah, tell me about like what life is now. Like what are you doing to take care of yourself?
So I'm like I said, I do have my Planet Fitness membership.
Hmm.
I'm not, I won't pretend, I'm not an avid gym goer.
Hmm.
I go maybe once a week, sometimes once a month. It just genuinely depends. But even if I don't go to the gym, I still try to move my body in different ways.
Yeah.
Like I said, I have much more energy today than I've ever had. So even if I'm just up and like I said, mowing the grass, that is more than I ever used to do. So
Yep.
that's something to me, as long as I'm up and moving my body. So I definitely try to stay active. I always try to meet my protein goals. So because I had the Dewey Dental switch, I do have a higher protein goal normally than
Okay.
most people. I guess it would depend on your daily lifestyle.
Yeah.
But if you're, I guess, just somebody who does maybe no activity, I have a higher protein goal than someone, who has the sleeve. So I try to reach 140 grams of protein per day.
Holy shit, girl.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's rough. It's rough out
I,
here.
I would imagine because 140, I don't know
Yeah.
if I've ever hit that in my life. So,
Yeah, I'm pretty good at reaching it. I
what do
do
you
tell,
do?
I was gonna say often I tell people all the time because I share my journey on TikTok. And so I tell everybody all the time because often you see people share their journeys who say they can only eat so little, which is fine. Everybody is different, and that's fine. A lot of people can only eat very little after bariatric surgery.
Yep.
I am somebody who can eat a good bit after bariatric surgery.
Awesome.
Maybe not as much as I used to eat. Before I would be able to eat a Big Mac, a 10-piece nugget, a large fry. my large drink, and then maybe an apple pie or McFlurry, you know?
Yep, yep.
And now I honestly probably could eat a 10-piece nugget and a few fries and a couple sips of my drink. So yeah, my I can eat very large portions, so I'm able to eat a lot of protein at once. So I'm very lucky
Nice.
when it comes to that. Yeah.
Yeah, and so what do you typically eat in a day to get the 140?
I eat a lot of chicken. Chicken
Okay.
is my best friend. I
Yeah.
I love chicken. So I eat a lot of chicken, and I know a lot of people aren't the biggest fan of it, but I really enjoy the chicken apple sausage with cottage cheese.
Well, I've never even heard of that, so hold
Yes,
on.
I believe they call it the Tiffany plate. I could be wrong, but
Okay.
it is like a chicken apple sausage. You have your cottage cheese, you put mustard on top of the cottage cheese, and then you have your veggies and you do all that. I enjoy that. So that's another thing.
All
Yeah.
right. I've never tried it. I'm gonna have to make some just to
Yeah, it's very
see.
it's if you like cottage cheese and mustard, they do go together well because well cottage cheese to me doesn't really taste like anything in my
Mm-mm.
personal opinion.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I think it's a texture thing.
Oh, 100%. I was gonna ask, do you
Yeah.
blend it or do you keep the curds and all?
I keep the curds and all.
Okay, so I need a picture of this. Okay, so we got the curds, we got
Hmm.
mustard, and then we
Yep.
got the apple chicken sausage.
Yes.
And you cut it up and put it in it?
So I just leave it whole. I leave the
Oh,
sausage
okay.
whole and I just like dip it as if it was just mustard by itself, just like a dip.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, you're getting lots of protein. Like for those
Yes.
that don't know, cottage is filled with protein. I had no idea until 2 years ago. And
Yes.
I'm 10 years out and that was brand new to me. I was like, "What? You guys are
Yes.
blending it, you're putting it in things
Hmm.
like, oh my god, it's like a lifesaver." So,
Yes, it is.
I'm that's amazing that you're putting that together now.
Yeah.
So, okay. Now
Yeah.
I'm going to
I would say I did not come up with it, but it's a thing and it's good.
okay. Where'd you find that at?
I
Just on
seen that on,
TikTok?
yeah, on TikTok. Yep.
Okay. See, that's the thing is like I know people say social media is killing our brains and blah blah blah. But like also we wouldn't be able to connect and learn like this. Like,
I agree.
like there is so much good that comes from it. It's just people use it in bad ways. It's just gonna
Exactly.
just like anything else. And now like I'm curious because I have cottage cheese upstairs and I do love mustard, so I just need
Mhm.
to get the chicken sausage. Did you say
Yes.
it's chicken apple sausage?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, I did try that for the first time actually at Shay's house 2 weekends ago. We just made a bunch of food. We went live every day while we were making food, and she had me try that, and I was so nervous because I was like, I really don't like my sausage sweet, and she's like,
Mhm.
just wait. And so I was like, she cut it up and everything. I'm like, oh, it's not too sweet. I
Yeah,
had
it's,
no
it's
idea.
good. Yeah, it's
Yeah, it's
very good.
super
I love it.
good. Yeah, so I love that. Okay, so
Yeah.
you eat that. That's definitely high in
Mhm.
protein. What's
Yes.
next?
So recently I've been experimenting with I really like to bake.
Okay.
My love language is food. It always has been food. It still is food after bariatric surgery. So I really love to cook and I like to bake. So
Okay.
I also have been experimenting with protein powders and like bagels and baked goods. I made cornbread the other day with a
Oh,
protein powder. Yeah. And it was
nice.
pretty good. So I like to add protein powder in where I can because, like I said, I do drink protein drinks when needed, but I do
Hmm.
prefer solid foods.
Yep.
Even if that solid food has a protein powder in it, that counts to me.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, so I make a lot of things and add protein powder in them. I really enjoy chili. I think
Oh, I
chili is a
love chili.
great source of protein as
Yeah,
well
it
as
is.
fiber. So I love chili. It was
Okay.
actually I liked chili on my pureed stage, and that never went away. So that's
Oh,
surprising.
good.
Yes.
Same. I was not a chili girl prior to surgery, and now I
Mhm.
like chili. I love avocados. Like,
Mm.
I like cottage cheese. Like, there's so many random things that I like now that I didn't before. So,
Yes.
that's cool. So I know I saw your reel today or TikTok today that like you use devotion for baking, which I do too. So I was like
Yes.
very stoked about that.
Mhm.
So do you use her stuff to make cornbread? Because I like cornbread. So I was like, what are you using
Yes.
for that?
Yes. It was the
You
buttery
are.
blend. Hmm.
Oh fuck yeah. I forgot she had the buttery blend. That
Yes.
one's so perfect for baking, guys.
Yes,
S-
it is.
Oh, I love it. And yeah, how was that? I didn't finish
It was
your it was
oh
really
the
good.
the McGriddle today. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, it was very good. I was surprised because honestly, some protein powders are very hit and miss, you know?
Yep.
They can taste very proteiny, very artificial, very fake. So I was a little worried because you just never know, but it was very good. I definitely that would be something I will make probably routine because I love me a
Nice.
good McGriddle. It's very good.
Ah, because it was two little pancakes, right? Like
Mhm.
what
Yep.
did I see like blueberry in it or no?
Yes. Yeah. Well,
I
so the
did.
protein powder itself does not have actual blueberries in it, but I just added because I'm extra. I added a little bit of blueberries to it. Yeah.
That's totally fine. I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because that just launched, didn't it? The blueberry?
Yep. Yes, it just came out.
Okay. Because I did get a package and I just was like, when does it launch? I forgot to look at the date on that. But then
Yes.
I saw something with you and I was like, okay, maybe it's out and I can do it now.
Mhm. Yes.
Well, and I know Dana. I love Dana. I've met her 4 years ago. She is amazing and she has tested and tested and tested
Mhm.
her food, her protein. That's what I love about certain companies that care. Like she was
Yes,
not about to let anything out that she wouldn't eat herself.
of course.
And she made every kid, like she has kids and they all taste tested it. She told me one time they had like 30 cups of different kinds and they were just like, this is gross. This is gross. Just like legit. And then I was able to go to her house and she's not playing. Like legit has devotion out and uses it. Like I was watching her cook with it. I was watching her make brownies with it. I was like, so she's using her own product, guys.
Yes.
So that's how you
Yes.
know. So I'm all about devotion. Go get your devotion.
Agreed,
She,
100%.
yep, she was at the at the bariatric awards
Mm.
and she did the whole hydration, the hydroflexes that she had
Oh, yes.
for our intermission. And it's funny, like I need to look back at the tape because I come out from intermission and I think something's wrong. Like I see her and Kelly like boxing things, putting things away. And I was like, oh no. In my head, as I'm talking, like, she's upset. Something's wrong. Oh no, they're packing up. And then I get off stage. I'm like, what's going on with Dana? And they're like, nothing. She's happy. And I'm like, but she packed everything up. And they're like, oh no, she sold out. And I was like, oh, okay. Whew. That was
Right.
like, I was so
Right.
nervous.
Well, that's good though. That's good.
Yeah. Yeah. I was so scared because like, I was like, oh shit, I don't want her to be upset. I love her.
Yeah.
So, well, I'm so happy that you've done so well. So you've lost 223 pounds, is that what you said?
A little over 230.
30.
Mhm.
So how how was that process of losing so much weight? Like how are you mentally? How are you physically? Like a lot had to change in these two
Mhm.
years with that.
So, physically, besides my skin, because I have a lot of loose skin after losing
Yep.
so much weight. So, besides my loose skin, physically, I'm wonderful. Everything is great.
Good.
Mentally, I'm still very well. I would say that I've always struggled with mental health throughout my entire life. I have a very supportive family, so they have always helped me through that. We've reached out to counselors and professional help, and so I've always had support and worked through my mental health. But as losing weight, it has gotten better. But I would say things shifted from, weight related mental health issues to now, I don't really like the way my body looks every day in certain things. I
Yep.
feel larger than I did yesterday. Maybe I should
Hmm.
step on the scale for the fifth time today. So I do struggle with my body image, and I am learning to love myself in my new body because my body has been through a lot. It
Yeah.
has gained 407 pounds. It has lost 230 pounds. It has been through an crazy, crazy roller coaster. So I am still definitely trying to learn how to love my new body,
Yeah.
but it is a struggle. Some days are better than others.
Yep. And how do you get through the harder days?
I'm very lucky. Like I said, I have a great support system, and my girlfriend is here for me 1,000,000%. She is everything to me. She is everything, and
Good.
so she has my back, and I we're very vocal with one another. We can
Hmm.
express how we feel without feeling pressured or anything, and so I'll tell her like, hey, I'm not feeling myself today, like it's just not feeling right. I don't want to go anywhere. I don't want to do anything. I don't want to be seen in public because I just don't feel the best me. And she's like, what are you
Yeah.
talking about? She's like, what are you talking about? You
Mm-hmm.
are like the best you that you could possibly be. You've lost 230 pounds. Like, you know what I mean? And even though that you don't feel good today, like you felt good yesterday, and maybe you'll
Yep.
feel good tomorrow, and maybe you'll feel good an hour from now. Like this is just a
Mm-hmm.
moment and you've done so well and you've came so far, so she gives moral support and she's there for me. So I really appreciate her for everything.
Yeah. I mean, everyone needs someone to can
Yes.
like talk to, bounce things off of. It doesn't have to be a therapist. It can be
Mhm.
your person.
Yes.
And I love that you have that communication because it changes over time. Like you hear the
Mhm.
divorce rates, you hear the breakup rates, like did you guys feel like you guys got stronger through
Um,
this?
yes, I would say we got stronger through it.
Hmm.
Um, but I would say there were patches
Yeah.
at the very beginning of my journey when I was like things were official because I had been gone through my journey through bariatric surgery for probably 3 years before I actually had surgery.
Oh
I
shit.
kept putting off lab work and things I needed to get done because I was afraid of what life would look like afterwards for me.
Hmm.
And
Yep.
so because of that, I kept putting it off. So when the time came where surgery was actually here and I had actually scheduled a date and it was real, it was like, well, what if you start getting smaller and then maybe you won't love who I am anymore? Because my girlfriend is she's also a larger woman, like I said, that she had bariatric surgery. And so she felt, maybe if I, had lost weight, that eventually I may not be attracted to her because I wasn't bigger myself.
Right.
And so there was some insecurities in the
Hmm.
relationship at the beginning and then, towards because I didn't lose all my weight overnight,
No.
So once I started to get a little bit smaller and my features started to change because I did change a little bit.
Yeah.
I am still the same person. I just look a little different. So when she started to notice that, it got a little worse.
Okay.
But eventually we were able to work through that because like I said, we are very open and we can communicate with each other. We feel, I mean, in my opinion, she's not here to
Yeah.
to vouch for herself, but in my opinion, I feel
Yeah.
like we are each other's safe space.
Oh,
So
good.
we were able to walk through that path and get over those hurdles. So we are very much good now. So it has brought us much closer together and also has helped her start her journey because she had
Yeah.
bariatric surgery. So it's done a lot for us. It was like I said, it was a struggle at first and it wasn't easy. There was some long nights, some long
Oh,
nights,
yeah.
long discussions. But we got over the hurdles and we're very well now.
Well, congratulations, because
Thank you.
we all go through that. Like,
Yes.
I know my ex husband, and yes, he's my ex, but we didn't break up because of
Right.
bariatrics. That's my ex husband's an addict. That's
Mm-hmm.
what happened, and I had to deal with that. So, but before that, he was very scared. He was
Mm-hmm.
like, "Are you gonna leave me? Like, you're gonna look like so different, and I'm just so scared." And yeah, you have to be able to communicate and talk about it.
Yes.
And it even like yeah, like that was the beginning. It's interesting, like the what you're saying, because it's really what a lot of us go through. The beginning, there, everyone's scared.
Mm-hmm.
Then you like excited because you're losing the weight, and then
Yes.
like I started getting messages from guys, and so I would actually show my husband. I'm like, hey, look, I just want you to know, like this came through. I'm deleting it, whatever. Like that's how open we were.
Yes.
Um, and he goes, do you like it? And I go, here's the thing, I do like the attention, but I
Mm-hmm.
want this attention from you. Like, I
Right.
just want this from you. It doesn't need to be from these people. I just like the compliments and
Mm-hmm.
them noticing. So I told him, I was like, if you can keep, like, help me with that, that would be great. Like, that's all
Right.
I need. And then he did. Like, he was way more attentive, way more complimentary. And he goes, you've never been like this. You never cared. So, like, I was never that guy to compliment all the time. And I was like, yeah, I didn't know.
Yeah.
You just don't
Yeah.
know. And it's
Yeah.
really, but you have to talk.
Mm-hmm.
That's,
100%.
you
Yes.
have to talk it out and really listen because they're scared to like just as much as you kind of are scared. So it's
Mhm.
like, let's just talk through it. It's like we can get if you really love this person and feel safe with them, you can get through anything.
Oh
That's
yeah.
how that's how
Hmm.
I've always seen it. And
I agree.
I I still love him to death. Not like in love with him, but I love him to death. Like he
Yeah.
was my best friend. Like I
Yes.
miss him all the time because I'm like, where's my best friend at?
Right.
Like he's nowhere to be found anymore. It sucks,
Mhm.
but that's a different conversation for
It's
sure.
we live and we learn, right? It's
You
life.
do.
Life
Yeah.
likes.
Life is life and
Hmm.
it likes to mess with you and sends you these hurdles and whether
Yes.
you can actually work through them or not is on you guys
Yep.
and it sounds like you guys have worked through your hurdles.
Yes.
And when was her surgery?
She had surgery, I believe February 25th of this year.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Okay. So
so
you
she's
got to
still
be
new.
yeah, so you got to be 2 years fully
Hmm.
and then she has hers. So
Hmm.
what's new? What's changed? What's going
Her,
on with that?
I feel like her diet was different. So we actually went to the same clinic.
Okay.
We went to the same exact place. She did have a different surgeon. My surgeon retired. So she did have a different surgeon, but I felt like her diet was different. So I was on a diet where I could have two protein shakes a day. They gave me this what was called an impact shake. It was to help heal after surgery. I had
Oh.
to drink one of those a day. And then I was allowed one meal that was like 3 ounces of chicken and like half a cup of vegetables
Oh
per day.
wow. Okay.
And she was allowed three protein drinks a day, like a half a cup of fruit, 3 ounces of chicken, a cup of vegetables, like all these things, cheese strings. And I was like,
You're like, what the fuck?
yeah, like what the hell? I'm missing out.
Yeah, and
So,
that
so the
was
yeah, the diet changed, in my opinion. Between hers and eye surgery, I don't know if it was the surgeon itself or maybe the two different surgeries or just I don't know, but it was different. It was different. I
yeah.
was
You're like, hey, wait a
yeah,
minute.
wait a second. Yeah.
Was that her diet leading up to surgery, or is that after surgery?
That was her diet leading up to surgery.
Oh wow, she was able to eat. Because
Yeah.
even I wasn't supposed to eat like that. So that
Yeah.
is definitely new.
Yeah.
And I hear it's very like surgeon based, so it's
So it could be good.
probably that. Yeah.
Yeah.
How was it after surgery? Did the diet seem the same as yours or different as
No,
well?
yeah, hers was well, so what we could consume was roughly the same. We both our clinic actually gave us, which I call the bariatric Bible. It's just that's
Yes.
what I call it. They gave us this big thick book of all the do's, the don'ts, what will help, what might not,
Hmm.
whatever. And so our books were both the same. So she was allowed to eat everything that I was allowed to eat. It's just her stages progressed much sooner than mine. Like her
Got it.
her liquid diet, I believe, was a week, maybe 2 weeks, and then the next was like a week, a week, a week.
Oh
And then
wow.
yeah, it was hers was very short. So
That is because you said yours was like a months at a time
yes.
that you
Yes,
had to
mine
do
was very
that.
long. Hmm.
Yeah. And I would say like even with like yes, I only had a 48-hour like liquid before, but the after was like I was a whole month of liquid, whole
Hmm.
month of puree, and then a whole month of small soft foods. So I
Yes.
feel you on the whole month thing because like yeah,
Yeah, it's a
and then for
long
her to
time.
not, yeah,
Mhm.
you're
Yeah, they
like
gypped me.
what? They did, they did. So how is her weight loss progressing? Is it like
It's
really
good.
good? Good.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. She feels like, in her personal opinion, that she is slower compared to because we both are on TikTok. We follow a lot of other bariatric, content creators, and so she follows a lot of people who have had surgery roughly in the same time period she has.
Yep.
And I don't know if you ever had this issue or if anybody else did, but a lot of people in the bariatric community or GLP-1 or really weight loss in general, just life,
Yeah.
compare themselves to people. And
Yes.
so, just like everybody else, because I do it too, she compares herself to those people, and she feels like she's losing at a lot slower rate than others. So that
Hmm.
it's very disheartening to her. It's very upsetting because she doesn't
Yeah.
feel like she's where she should be. But me, in my personal opinion, I feel like she's doing very well because, I mean, from where you were to where you are now, even the littlest bit of change, it doesn't matter as long as you're
Hmm.
you're doing something, or you're continuing to push to get to where you want to be. That's all that matters. So
Yeah. And tell her she's not the only one. There's a lot of us out here, what I called myself a slow loser.
mhm.
I never actually reached the weight I wanted to get to.
Mhm.
Still haven't. And I think I might actually, because I'm going to be doing a transformation competition next year.
Okay,
So
that's exciting.
we're gonna see if I can get there. But yeah, just let her know it's so
Mhm.
normal. There's
Oh
so
yes,
many
of
of us
course.
out here that are slow losers, but it doesn't mean that there's anything wrong with us.
Mhm.
It just means our body just wants to do it the way it wants to do it. And
Yep.
sometimes people lose weight too fast. I've seen
Yes.
that in the community too.
Hmm.
And
Yep.
then they feel sick, they don't feel
Mhm.
right, and then they have to put on pounds, which also is
Mhm.
a mental fuck because you're like, wait, I'm not supposed to be putting on weight. Like what? Yeah. So it's a whole thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, very
Yeah.
much. Yeah, because it's like, huh? This is not the journey I am on.
Mm-hmm. If you're like, wait a minute, put on weight. No, my whole life I've been trying to lose. Like,
Right.
what?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and you lost so much. Like,
Mhm.
what was your activity level during this?
Honestly,
Yeah.
none. No.
Okay.
I didn't do anything.
Besides just
I
move.
Yeah, just move. Like I said, I obviously through my journey, like I said, I've got very much energy, so I started doing more. But not like I wasn't out walking every day. I wasn't going to the gym. I didn't lift. I just watched what I ate to the T.
Yeah.
Like I said, that bariatric Bible, I genuinely followed that for roughly my first year, and that's when I lost majority of my weight. Was through just my eating habit changes. I didn't really work out, and but that's gonna
That's okay.
change. I'm doing my at home gym,
That's
so
right.
we're trying.
Yep. That's all that matters. Just try. And
Yes.
I'm like that you're honest about it because people need to hear that because on in the science world, it's really an 80-20 split anyway. So it's
Mhm.
80% of what you actually eat. So if you can
Mhm.
get that under control, then you're doing way better than anything else
Mhm.
because you can always move, right? As
Yes.
long as you're not broken, you can move. And
Yep.
so you can always do that, which is what you're doing.
Mhm.
So don't be hard on yourself. You're gonna be there.
Yes.
It's totally fine. So you mentioned loose skin. So a lot of people go through that. Where are your trouble areas? Are you going to get skin surgery? What do you think?
So my biggest problem area is my stomach. I
Yep.
have the lower hanging apron. So it does hang over my lady bits a little
Yep.
bit. So, and because of that, I get rashes. My doctor said they are considered yeast infections. I never
Oh,
knew that.
I never knew that either.
Yeah, me either. I didn't like the way it sounded, but that's what she said. Yeah,
Right?
I was like, okay, I guess. But so I have the lower hanging apron, and I get rashes underneath of it, and so that is my biggest concern.
Yeah.
Obviously, I don't like the skin, but I like the skin a lot more than I liked the fat. So I kind of do my pros and cons, you know.
Yep. Yep.
I also have skin on my arms. Both
Hmm.
of my arms have the little bat wings. I don't know if
Of
you've ever seen.
course.
Have you ever seen Monkey Bones?
No.
Oh,
Mm-mm.
you have to watch Monkey Bones. That is a good movie.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
yeah, there's a scene on it where they talk about the arm skin.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's a good movie.
Nice.
But yeah, other than that, and I do have neck skin. I have an uneven neck. One side of my chin right here hangs lower than the other one. I don't like that. That actually
I
is
say
probably my biggest thing.
I would have never noticed.
Yeah.
I had
Well, I
no
got the
idea.
tattoo to cover it. I did not have a neck tattoo before I had lost weight, but after I lost weight, I got the skin on my neck, like the turkey neck, and one
Hmm.
side hung lower, and it made me really self-conscious because as someone who shares their journey online, I'm constantly looking at myself in the camera,
Right.
and that's just something I didn't like seeing. So
Yeah.
I was like, man, I can't afford a facelift, and what if I get one and I look crazy? I just get it tattooed. We're covering up our
Yeah.
insecurities with tattoos all year.
There you go. So yeah, you have a neck. So what is it exactly?
So I have this bumblebee in the front, and then I have some flowers on each side, and they're the same.
Oh, I like that.
Thank you.
I'm all like tilting like I could actually see more. Like so are you not so you're not contemplating the skin surgery then?
So not on my face.
No.
Yeah, I'm just gonna leave. It is what it is. The
Yeah.
tattoo is as far as it's gonna go.
Good.
Um, but I would. It is in my future plans to do list to get skin removal surgery.
Yeah.
I would love to get skin removal surgery on my stomach area. That is my main course of concern. As like I said, it does cause rashes for me and stuff, and
Yeah.
that becomes uncomfortable. And then I have to medicate it and keep it clean and dry. And if you're somebody who's experienced that, then you understand. It's rough. It's very rough. It's a
Powder
lot to
becomes your
upkeep.
friend.
Yes.
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 Yes. I didn't
So yeah. I'd like to do
that's
that.
yeah, that's fair. I think that's a lot of us like to have that gone. I haven't done it
Mhm.
yet. I'm such a like I get scared. So like I'm still 10 years out and I'm like I might do it. Like
Yeah, maybe. Eventually, one day.
yeah, cuz I'm just like I don't know. I okay, my problem is I've watched Nip Tuck like
Mhm.
crazy. I loved it when I was like a teenager and then like seeing what can happen, what like will happen and then I'm like do I want to be like a Stitch doll? And then I'm like, who cares if I'm a Stitch doll? Like, it's like, I have this thing
Yeah.
going back and forth. I'm going to have to work it out with my therapist because I'm just like, I don't know. But
Right.
like,
Super indecisive.
very indecisive. Like, I know I
Yes.
want it gone because a part of me is like, this was a reset button.
Mhm.
You
Yeah.
know, like, it's like, you know how to eat now. You know all the things. So it's like, yeah, let's reset the whole body. Like, we reset
Yeah.
the inside, we can reset the
Right.
outside. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, like, why not? It just
Yeah.
costs a lot of
Go
money.
to
Whatever.
Yeah, no big deal.
No big D. It's also one of the reasons why I'm still 10 years out and have yet to get
Yeah.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's my big thing. Yeah, it's rough out here. So,
Mm-hmm.
but
What?
eventually things will align. I'm My mother's a big believer in speak it into existence.
Yes.
Manifest it. So I have
Mm-hmm.
grown up on those quotes, and so I'm speaking it into existence that one day, maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, maybe not a year from now, eventually I will be able to walk into that next journey.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
And you have all the support in the world with online and at home. And I liked
Mhm.
what you said with the like, because you're like, I know your guys' voices. And I
Yes.
love that because it's true. Like, I can pinpoint people more by
Hmm.
voices sometimes. So
Yep.
I was like, and you're like, hey, you're actually my friend. You're not just my internet
Yes.
friend. And that was really
Yeah.
sweet.
Yeah, because that's how it is to me. I don't really, I mean, if I'm being honest with you, I don't know how followers and stuff works, and people think people are big because you have so many of something. But a lot of people think that, she doesn't read our stuff, she doesn't see our stuff, like she's not paying attention to my videos, she doesn't care. But that's not true. Like, I'm a
Uh-huh.
very average person who just lives their life, and I check my TikTok notifications just like everybody else does.
Yep.
So I'm very much a fangirl of everybody. So I
Aw,
think
that's so
it's, yeah.
sweet.
Yeah, everybody needs somebody, and I'm willing to be that somebody for my friends.
Yeah, they get really surprised because like I know I answer every DM that
Mhm.
comes through, whether that's on TikTok, Instagram, and whether that's I run 3 accounts. So it's like whether that's mine, the OSLP one, the JBY one, like it's always me. And they're like,
Mhm.
oh, you're talking to me. And I was like, yeah, like this is what I do, that I love
Yeah,
you. So I'm going to
right,
talk to you guys. Like
right.
I it actually helps me. Does it help you
Mhm.
too? Like to stay on
Yes.
track and all
Yep. It
that?
helps. I hold myself accountable all the time, because I'll have people ask me questions, and they're like personal questions,
Hmm.
And I'm a very transparent person. Like, I share things down to the T. Like I told you, I didn't work out through my,
Hmm.
pretty much entire weight loss phase. I'm very real about that stuff.
Yep.
I drink carbonation, I drink soda, and I share that with them. And so people ask me all types of questions, and I'm very open and upfront and honest. Like, hey, yeah, I do that, friend, but that doesn't mean it always works out for me,
Yeah, right, right. When did you start drinking carbonation? Because that is a big one in the community. I had
Yes,
a
it is.
question already today to me about it. So it's
Um,
so,
yeah, that is a big one. I was very actually, after bariatric surgery, I was very cautious. So I was somebody who was really afraid to try new foods because I heard
Okay.
dumping syndrome. When you hear dumping syndrome and you just hear
Mm-hmm.
all these bad stories, and I was really afraid of that. I don't want to experience that. And
Right.
so I didn't try carbonation until I was roughly a year post-op because
Okay.
I just felt then like, it's been a year. You should be good inside. Do a
Yeah.
little heal, just a little sip. And then I realized that I could handle carbonation of all sorts, and it doesn't make me uncomfortable or anything. So I like to say I'm fortunate but unfortunate because it's a blessing and a curse sometimes.
Mm-hmm. It is. It is. Because,
Yes.
like, you could go right back into just drinking all of
Yep.
your calories and everything.
Yes, very much.
Yeah.
And that's not what I'm here for. But and I've had hiccups. I've had that happen where I've lost control of, the site of the journey I was on. And I've gained up to 15 pounds at one point in time by
Hmm.
going back to old bad habits. So
Yeah.
it very much is a thing.
It really is, guys. Like, I'm not one that drinks soda, but then I let my Aunt Nini and my cousins live with me so they could get off, like, get off their feet and help them, like, get to another place. And they drink soda, and there was
Yep.
soda in the house. And it's so hard when it's in the house. Like, I didn't realize
Yes.
how hard it was until it was in it. And I'm like, oh, Aunt Nini, I kept telling her, like, no, I can't have this. No, I can't
Hmm.
have that. And she would just bring me like a little Coke. She's like, how about a little Coke? And I was like, oh my God. So eventually I did. Of course, I
Yeah.
broke and I started drinking Coke again. And that's
Hmm.
where I gained a lot of, that was part of my regain, was
Yeah.
drinking sodas. That
That was for
was,
me. Hmm.
yep. And it's easy to
Yes.
do, guys. It's so easy to do because
Very
it,
much.
it tastes delicious.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Soda is probably my weakness. So
Yeah.
I do consume it, but I do have to be careful. I limit myself. So I allow myself to have all the things. I like to say moderation, not deprivation,
Hmm.
and that's
Yep.
worked for me. It may not work for everybody else. I have noticed that if I restrict myself too much, that eventually I'll lose sight of that restriction and I will go crazy and I
Yep.
will possibly binge. And
Hmm.
that results in unhealthy habits. And I don't do that to myself. It's just a revolving cycle, and that's something I don't do. So I
Yeah.
do allow myself everything, but I have to be careful and definitely do moderation. And I have learned that from personal experience.
Right? You have to just
Mhm.
learn it from personal experience. There,
Yeah.
we can talk about it all the time, but until you're in it and choosing these things, that's the
Hmm.
only way for you to know. Because, like, I didn't know my trigger foods right away either.
Hmm.
Like, it took me a while. Did you figure out what your triggers were?
No, actually, it took me a while too, like I said, because I didn't try a lot of things for a really long time.
Yeah.
So
So,
it,
did
it took me a
anything
while.
pop up for you though?
Soda was mine.
Just
Soda.
soda.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because like I
Sodas.
learned. Well, I mean, like for me, like I learned that I can't have cookies around.
Hmm.
Like there, I can't have chocolate chip cookies. It's very specific. It's not like M&Ms or anything. It's just chocolate chip. So that I can't have in the house at all, or I will literally binge on it. Like that's a
Okay, yeah.
problem. Yeah,
Yeah. So okay, so now I maybe had not understood your question quite at
that's okay.
first. Because
That's
why would
okay.
I keep my trigger around, No unhealthy habits.
No, it happens. It just
No.
happens.
No. But I don't think that no, I don't think I have a trigger food. I just love food. So
Yeah.
I love food of all types of foods.
Okay.
I love it. So I just have to be careful in general. If I find something that I really like if you bring me a plate of lasagna, take the whole thing and just hide it because I'll be
Hmm.
back for seconds and thirds and
Yeah.
maybe fourths if I can.
Right. It's so good.
Yes.
It's
So
just so
so I have
good.
to be careful.
Uh, and understandable. All of us have to be careful now, guys. Like this is a whole lifestyle change. It's not just that 1 year.
Yeah.
Because like a lot of people think, oh, the 1 year's over, so I'm just gonna gain everything, and it's like that's no. You just got to keep going.
Yep.
Like, don't stop. Don't think you're a failure. Like you just have to keep moving forward.
Right.
Um, so what has like how has your relationships been? Like have friends been cool? Like cuz I lost some friends, people that's really very normal. So did you have any hiccups like that?
No, not really. Like
Good.
I said, when I was in like grade school and stuff, I did befriend people who weren't really friends.
Mhm.
But then I got out of school and I started to mature, and I realized, what a true friend really is.
Yep.
And so my yeah, no, everybody I surround myself with is very supportive and has been my entire life. Now I have had backhanded compliments, and
Yes.
I don't think that these people mean harm, because I know that they care about me and I know that they
Hmm.
love me, but sometimes people don't understand that the way they say things can be hurtful, you know?
Yeah, that's fair. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So but they've always supported me, and I don't, like I said, I don't think they mean any harm from it, but you know.
It sucks. It does
Yeah.
every
Yeah.
it sucks every once in a while to get those backhanded compliments. Yep.
Yeah,
For
sometimes.
sure. For sure. And I always ask this, like, so how's the sex life now? Because I know mine went, my libido went up. I was having fun, but that's not the case for everybody. Some people don't want to have sex anymore. So, how is
Yeah.
life for you?
But when I say that I woke up one day and didn't go back to sleep, I mean that.
Okay.
So our sex life was always kind of, I would say, it was average, you know.
Hmm.
It was no more, no less than what I feel like a normal, persons would be. And then I had bariatric surgery. I started losing weight. I started feeling better. I started having more energy. Everything just got brighter, everything was
Right?
like amplified. And so it got much better after surgery.
Right? It just does. And like
Yeah.
I know for me I just felt better knowing that like I get to have that now
Hmm.
and it's not the same
Yeah.
and it's a lot better. Like I will be honest, like I have way more endurance now. Like
Hmm.
that's amazing. Like I would be the one that's like I'm done. I'm tired.
Really. Can we I tap out? All
Yeah,
right.
time out, time out.
Yes.
Yeah, now it's like nope. Mm-mm.
I mean, it's like, oh, you're done. What do you mean? I thought we were
Exactly.
just getting started.
Exactly, exactly. Which is like a whole new world. Like
Hmm.
I've never experienced anything like that.
Yeah.
So it's
No.
good.
But
Like
yeah,
it's so
it's gotten better. It's good.
awesome. And is she okay too now that she's had bariatric surgery and everything? Is that
Yeah,
going good
so
for her?
in my opinion, and I would say mine's the one that counts, since I'm the one that's, sees
That's right.
the other side of it, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So in my opinion, as of right now, she's probably, so February, I don't know, like what, 4 or so months post-op, a little over.
Hmm.
I don't think anything has changed. It has not gotten higher, it has not gotten lower. It has
Good.
been pretty average
Awesome.
as of now. So yeah, that is
Yeah.
good.
That is very good.
Yes.
Because I've met women that like now they have zero libido.
Hmm.
And they're
Yeah.
kind of freaking out. And same thing with dudes. And they're freaking out too. They're like,
Hmm.
"What is happening? Why is this changing?" And
Hmm.
it's just our hormones, guys. Our hormones
Yep.
are all over the place. And I'm a very advocate about checking your hormones.
Mhm.
Um, and I know some doctors are like, I actually got the why, and I was like, because I want to know what my levels are, because
Right.
I want to make sure that I'm like feeling what I should
Hmm.
be feeling. Um, and back then I was having mood swings and
Hmm.
I didn't know why I was having mood swings. And I was like, I just need to know what's going on in my body. I think that's what was interesting. Like with doctors, sometimes they ask why, and I'm like, because I want
Because it's my body and I want to
to,
know.
yeah, like I don't even know why you're asking me. Let's just go, okay, yeah, let's get
Right.
that checked. Like,
Yeah.
isn't more information better for you? Like,
Yeah, you would think.
oh boy, oh boy. Well, is there anything else you would like to add to the show? Anything you want to tell the followers and audience to look forward to, or any tips or tricks?
I don't think I have really anything specific. I would just simply say be kind to yourself, friends. This is a journey, if a journey was ever a journey. So
Hmm.
you need to be kind to yourself and to remember comparison truly is the thief of joy. So try your
Yes.
hardest not to compare yourself to anybody, because you are your own person and we will never be anybody else. So just love you as you are.
Oh, I love that. That's
Yes.
just, it's so good because it's so true,
Yes,
guys.
very
Like we
much.
are our worst critic,
Mhm.
and we got to stop comparing our bodies to other people. you're not in their body, you don't know what's going on with them and why they can lose more than you or vice versa. Like it's just awful to put yourself in that position.
Yes.
I think we've all done it. We
Hmm.
know how much it sucks. And I had to learn through these years of not doing that. And
Hmm.
it takes time. And I want people to realize it's okay that it takes time.
Yes.
You just need to be nice to yourself. And you have to look in the mirror sometimes. Like my therapist had me look in the mirror and tell myself, like, you are good. Like you love, like, look at your body and tell your body what you like about it.
Hmm.
That one was a big deal. And then I would add, like, if you can't find something that day, what she had me do is like thank your body for being able to walk. Thank your
Yes.
body for be able to get in the car and
Hmm.
go to the store. Like think of it in those terms, and then it really does help your day. I've done it.
Hmm.
I'm big on homework. I don't know why I love homework, but when she gives it to me, I do it, and then like it works. I'm
I'm
like,
gonna have to
oh
try it. I'm gonna have to try it on one
yeah,
of those days because it sounds like it would work. I believe that. I'm gonna have to use that for
yeah.
myself.
Yeah, like just thank your body for what it does.
Hmm.
Like I've had a broken leg before where I couldn't walk for like 2 months. So
Yeah.
it does suck. Like
Yes.
thank your feet for being able to just even hold your body up. Like I've
Yep.
done that one before because like it used to hold 308 pounds.
Hmm.
And now I thank God it could do that. Like
Yes.
and for you, yeah, 407. Like, and
Yeah.
you're 5'3", I'm 5'5". Like, we had a lot of weight on our
Yes.
bodies.
Hmm.
So, like, we got to thank it for what it's been able to do. So, well, thank you, Jessica, for being with me. I got to learn so much about you, and I'm so happy that I had you on. Everybody, I'm going to have everything that links to her listed below, so you can definitely click on it. Go follow her. I love her videos. Like that's what drew me in immediately was the videos because she's so real. Like you're just so real on them, and
I
it makes
try.
me laugh. Like and be happy because I'm like, oh, there is other people that are like real and raw on
Mhm.
here. It's not just a shiny thing, you know?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't attract to shiny things. I attract
No.
to those that are like all over the place with their
Yes.
journey because that's really what it is.
Yeah, it is. It
So
is.
it really is. All right, guys. So until next time, make sure you get your water, protein, and vitamins, and don't be an asshole to each other.